Hey, so today I want to just go over some business advice on how to get your first 5 clients as a mobile mechanic, and I'll go through some of my postings and how I got my first 5. To start, I let my neighborhood Facebook page, so if you're not a part of a Facebook group or page within your community, your county, or just something that you're involved with, do that. And then I let people know through that Facebook page that, hey, this was in December, that starting in January, February, I'm going to start this mobile mechanic business where I come to you and I want to use it to serve the community. And I got a lot of reactions to it. That was great, some questions. And in the time between that, I worked on getting my LLC. I worked on getting my insurance, and I built a website via my own website builder. So if you're interested in that, I have a link to my website in the comments below or in the description, as well as the website builder. So if you want to check that out. And I got all of that ready. And then I posted again, letting people know, hey, I'm about to launch starting in February, this date. And if you want to start booking with me, you can. And, you know, I didn't get as much of a reaction at that point, and was a bit bummed by it. This is Eloise. She's the Basset Hound. Good girl, good girl. Oh yeah. So anyway, I created my Google business profile as well when I officially was launched, and I ended up getting a message. I posted one more time, so I posted twice, once in December, once in January, and then I posted in February when I was officially live. Like, I got my insurance and everything. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this now, and I got a message to do an oil change. And so I actually have a video on this channel with my first job. So someone in an adjacent neighborhood. And I went and I did her oil change, and I made sure to be extremely communicative. I showed up on time, I did the job, and rather than talking to her about the job, I tried to engage with her about her personal life and what she does, and just kind of, you know, talk to her that way. People remember how they feel. So if you can make them feel good, they'll remember that they felt good, and they'll think, man, I really liked that guy. So she went ahead and posted about me also on Facebook, and I got another referral. This wasn't from her, I got someone else who hired me from my posting, and they had a Volkswagen, and they had a rear windshield wiper motor. They had it broke, they needed it replaced, so I gave her a quote. I'm using the ARI auto repair software. I got it for $39, and I highly recommend it too, because it enables you to send out an invoice. It's very professional. You can track estimates, invoices, clients, cars. I'll do a video about the app. Once I create it, I'll link it down below in this one, so if you wanted to follow up with that, you can. But I use that app. So anyway, I send the invoice to my first client. I sent this invoice to my second client. I also did that job. So I got those 2 jobs, and then maybe a week after I did them, I asked, not even that, I messaged them both. I did the same thing with the second client too. I just talked to them about them. I asked them for a Google review, and they both gave me 5 stars on Google. And at that point, once I had some reviews, I started getting calls. Now, I get a call from Google, and I'll tell you my secret in just a sec. I get a call from Google, not every day, but sometimes it feels like it. Some days I get multiple. Because I set up my Google profile business. I have my website, and I have my Google profile linked to my website, so that's helped. And again, so the first 2 clients actually messaged me through the website portal that I have, and then I started getting these calls. So I got a 3rd job, and that was also someone through Facebook. They called me. They said, hey, I saw your posts. I need the starter. You know, I went out and fixed them. But also, I got a call from someone who is not in my neighborhood, found me on Google, and their car was overheating, so they needed me to diagnose it. So I scheduled them, I went, I sent them an invoice, I diagnosed their car, and again, starting up my business was extremely nice. Now I'm charging diagnostic fee separate, but this guy diagnosed it, and then I gave him a separate invoice to do the repair. Which it was just a coolant flush and a fuse for his radiator. And I waived the diagnostic fee, which I charge 1 hourly rate. And I regret doing that because that coolant flush ended up taking forever. If you've never done a coolant flush, it's a time suck. So first Google job. Then I got a second Google Maps, Google searching job. It was someone who last minute their work was requiring them to travel, and they had a Honda Accord and they needed rear brakes. They were squeaking, and so they called me up. I said, hey, I'm free tonight. I came over, I did his rear brakes, he got the parts, and it was like metal on rotor. I told him he needs new rotors. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna pay for that right now. Like, I just, he's gotta travel. So I did his rear brakes, got it all done. And then I had a fifth client, also found me on Google. They had a 4Runner, like a 2005 to 2007, somewhere in there, that their timing belt had snapped off, and they had the idler pulleys replaced and the tensioner, but like when they started the car, it still squeaked, and they needed someone else to come and look at it. So I came out. I gave him a lot. First, I texted him a ton, trying to help him out so he could diagnose it and figure it out. And he actually left me a review right here, that review, without me ever even like going out to his cars. So it was just all from communication and just being extremely polite and forward and honest. But he ended up asking me to come out and take a look. I went ahead and ordered the pulley 2 because he found that it was from me helping him that it was wobbly, and ended up being that the bolt hadn't fully threaded. And actually here, I'll show you a video of why. So I'll cut over to that real quick. It's the wrong part. Whereas on the OEM, so put the OEM part on there, threaded, put the serpentine belt back on, shook his hand. And what I did with this client too is he's got a lot of buddies that he's like, I'm gonna refer you to. He's like, I already referred to the mechanic that cheated me out, and so I was extremely nice. I followed up with him. I said, hey, just wanted to follow up, make sure that everything is working, that you're not getting any squeaks, everything's good. And that's another business tip, is to follow up with your clients. So anyway, going back to how and why I think I'm discoverable on Google. With Google, for one, my website, search engine optimization, I have my business name all over it, where I live, what I do, all of those things. I named my business Midlothian Mobile Mechanic. That's because I live in Midlothian, Virginia. And if I'm going to intentionally search for a mobile mechanic and I live in Midlothian, I'm either going to search for that, Midlothian Mobile Mechanic, or I'm going to search for mobile mechanic, but because I live in Midlothian, it's probably going to show up. So I have Midlothian Mobile Mechanic on my website. I have my zip code linked on my website. I have search engine optimization, part of the website builder. So that would be for you guys as well. Created my Google profile, and then I asked people and got reviews. So at that point, the calls just started coming in. So this is how I got my first 5 clients. So Facebook post, Facebook post, Facebook post. 3 posts, third one being when I was live. From those 3 posts, I got a job. I got 2 jobs relatively quickly, and then a third one also because they saw me on that Facebook post. Then my second 2 were from Google, and I haven't gotten another. I'm in this for a month. I just finished another job, my 6th. I actually did 2 things for her, so 2 separate invoices, and that was Google. And every single call I get now is from Google. Like, hey, I found you on Google, and I've had to turn down work. One, because they're like 45 minutes away, they're far, or honestly, I can't do the job because I'm working a full-time job separate. This is something I'm doing, and already some simple stuff I'm having to go out like 2 or 3 times to finish. And if you're 30 minutes from me, that's a lot of driving for sometimes not what I want to be making. So name your business something to do with your location and mobile mechanic, and you will be surprised at how much you get called for doing mobile mechanic work. So anyway, that's it. That's my how I got my first 5 clients. And maybe you guys can take some of what I did and apply it to yourself. Post on a Facebook group, build a website, finish your Google profile, get it looking professional, so when you send yourself out, you look French kiss. You look already like you're a pro, right? Like, my website looked phenomenal. My Google profile, again, fully set up. And then just be really communicative. People want to know you want the job, as well as people, like, if you don't communicate, they're not going to use you. People, like, if you genuinely want people's business, if you want people to leave you a good review so you can grow your business, you have to be kind, you have to be helpful, and you just gotta be personable. So do those things, you'll succeed. And yeah, so that's how I got my first 5 clients, and tomorrow I'll be exactly 1 month in, I think I've done a total of 7 jobs, 6 different clients, and I've sent about 20 estimates to give you an idea of like how frequently my calls are getting. Now, not every estimate I send out I'm getting the job, and that's okay. I think what I'm starting to realize, and I'll do maybe a separate video on this, but like some of the mistakes I've made, I'm trying to like correct them as I go. So anyway, hope you all are doing well. Hope you guys enjoyed getting to see Eloise, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one.